Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for July. Hope everybody's doing well. I am going to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Leo out there. So guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Please keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, just get in where you fit in. But Leo, as always, do not try to force yourself into a reading that is not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Leo? Leo. All right, Leo, you are starting out with justice. You have the Ten of Wands. And coming out together, you have the Six of Cups in reverse along with the Death card in reverse. So I feel like you're asking for karmic justice in a situation here. A situation that has had a tremendous amount of problems. These are the problems that have been definitely weighing you down. I do feel like you are coming to the end of a cycle here, or possibly several cycles it's coming to an end, but it's been a lot. It's been problematic. And I do feel like you're asking for balance. You're asking for karmic justice. This looks like it is dealing with somebody from the past, somebody that you may have tried to release, but yet you still have emotional ties to this person. It's not over between you and this person, even though it does look like you've tried to let them go. I feel like you're having a hard time doing that. So let me see who is in your energy, Leo. Thank you, Spirit. Show me who's in Leo's energy. Show me who is in Leo's energy. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Ten of Coins, we have the Moon, you could be dealing with a Cancer sign, and we have the Page of Swords. So the person that's in your energy is somebody who is definitely looking at things from a long-term perspective. This could be somebody who's already involved with somebody. It doesn't have to be. They definitely are very secretive, though. They could just be really working hard on the money, or they could be looking at you as being the Ten of Coins here, which is the everything card. This would be somebody that would be looking at you as somebody that they could grow a connection with, have a happy family, have wealth, have children if you want children. But they're looking at you as kind of having everything here. I do feel like this is someone who is very secretive, though, and there are secrets that are being kept. With the Princess of Swords, this is somebody who may spy on you as well. There's the energy of them looking at what's going on with you, looking to see something here. So let me see the energy between Leo and this person. Queen of Cups, and the Star. Well, that's good. So there's an energy of this person being very hopeful about you. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or possibly a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Cancer is very strong here, but I feel like you love this person. You'd like to balance things out, but you do want justice here. Because see, this Queen of Cups in this particular deck doesn't look very happy. And there's a desire for justice with regard to love. I do feel like this person is looking at you with hope. There's a sense here of wanting to balance things out, wanting to heal things, wanting to build something together with you. So that is very encouraging. Let's see what's affecting this connection. Five of Cups. Yeah, there's been a lot of sadness here. A lot of change, and that change brought about sadness. That change also was related to a lot of problems, things that were weighing you down, making you feel like you just didn't want to move forward here. Also secrets. There were secrets involved with this, and not on your side, but on theirs. So you may have even questioned at some point, Leo, if this person actually did love you. I do believe that they did. Let me see. There's sadness, though. There's sadness related to change. Show me the outcome at the end of the week between Leo and this person. Show me the outcome. That's not correct. Show me the outcome at the end of the week between Leo and this person. Four of Coins reversed. So this person could be coming towards you with communication. If that's the case, I do feel like they're going to let their guard down. They're going to release their guard. But what concerns me is that in your energy, I feel like you feel that you have to let this person go. There's still sadness. You're still feeling overwhelmed. Even though you love this person, there's a sense of unhappiness, a sense of almost a little bit of depression, feeling like even though you are emotionally attached to them, that you have to release them. So bottom of the deck is the Eight of Coins. This is underlying energy that does indicate that effort is being put in. There's details that need to be looked at, though. But I feel like somebody, maybe both parties, is putting in the effort into this connection at this point, which is very positive. You could also know this person through work, but you don't have to. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is justice here for Leo? Why is justice here? Yeah, justice again. Wow. And the Eight of Swords reversed. So you definitely want karmic justice in this situation. I don't know what this person did, but it did leave you feeling sad, possibly depressed, and feeling overwhelmed. I do feel like you're coming out of that energy. You're freeing yourself from that. And maybe it's because justice is in the upright. So maybe you're getting your karmic justice now. I do feel like you love this person, though, and you do want to balance this out. So I do see you coming out of this anxiety, coming out of this feeling of overthinking everything. Let me see why the Ten of Wands is here. Why is the Ten of Wands here? All right, we have the Three of Wands reversed and the Five of Wands. Yeah, I can see it. So there was a lot of conflict between you and this person. A lot of problems, a lot of conflict. And you're impatient for those cycles to come to an end. It was just overwhelming. It looks like there was constantly something that was going on here. And I do feel like at some point you may have even thought to yourself, this is just not where my future is. I don't even need to be with this person. Let me see the bottom energy for Leo. Show me the bottom energy for Leo. King of Wands. Nine of Cups reversed. And the Knight of Wands reversed. Yeah, so the reason you were kind of thinking to yourself that this is not where you should be, this might not be the right relationship for you, is because of all the problems, all the conflict, and it's like no matter what, things just weren't moving in the direction that you wanted. I do feel like you're very passionate towards this person, but you may be feeling like this person is a bit of a player and that it's just not going in a direction that's healthy for you or that's good for you. So this is why you're feeling like you need to kind of let this person go. But it's difficult for you because you do love them. You're still emotionally attached, and there's still something that's going on here between the two of you. I do see, though, that you're stepping into your power, which is really good. Really good energy there. So let's look at this person's energy. Show me why this Ten of Coins is here between... Yeah, they walked away. Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. This person walked away from this connection, and now they want to heal it. They want to have a fresh new beginning. This person definitely sees you as their Ten of Coins. They see you as being somebody they could build together with. They want a stable new beginning. This person, I feel like I feel like they're healing as well from something. Why is the moon here? Why is the moon here? For the person in Leo's energy. All right, so Three of Swords and the Four of Swords reversed. So what's being hidden here is that this person has gone through heartbreak themselves. This could have been a third party, something third party, whatever it is, they're healing from this. Yeah, they're healing from this. I do feel like this person doesn't want to discuss it. They don't want to talk about it. So you went through heartbreak with this person, but it looks like they went through heartbreak elsewhere. That's why both of you are kind of in the same, you know, energy, but it's not necessarily directly related to each other. And that would be the Justice. So this person is now going through what they put you through. That's why you're getting justice. Interesting, interesting. They might discuss it with you at some point, but I feel like they're still doing a lot of healing. This person is still in heartbreak, and I do feel like they kind of keep that to themselves. They don't want to talk about it. Why is the Princess of Swords here? Knight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Queen of Cups reversed. So this person, I do feel like they're going to actually talk to you about this situation at some point. There's stagnant energy here right now, though. It could be revolving around, you know, somebody else, but they're slowly moving back in the direction. So I feel like they moved away from you. Whatever that was their karma, and you had actually asked for karmic justice, and it came in a form that neither of you were expecting. This person got their heart broken by someone else, and now I feel like they're slowly moving in your direction, but they don't know if you're going to accept them here. They don't know if this will work out, or if the two of you still have what it takes. So that's what they're looking at. They're looking at, can this situation between myself and Leo move to a better, you know, a better place? Is this something that we can work on? Is this something we can work out? Does Leo still love me? You know, they don't know. They don't know. So they're moving very slowly in your direction and very cautiously in your direction. And they're watching you to see how you respond to what, you know, whenever they move, what do you do? Yeah. Let me see the energy between Leo and this person. Show me the energy between Leo and this person. King of Cups reversed, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, and Temperance. Sagittarius energy. All right, so I feel like you've both been holding back in this relationship. You both have feelings for each other. I do feel like this person did move away. They walked away from you in order to move towards somebody new. And that person broke their heart. So now I feel like you're wondering if the two of you are even on the same page. You are, I do see prayers being sent up. I do see you feeling better about the situation, thinking that perhaps it can be healed. It can be balanced out. I do feel like you're waiting for this person to offer this cup of love. And I do feel like they're going to. I actually do. I do feel like this person has learned a very difficult lesson here, and now they want something stable with you. But they're very cautious. I will say that. Yeah, I will say that. So I do feel like this, this person may be apologizing, and they may be offering that cup of love. Let me look and see what's affecting the connection. So you're moving from this situation where there's all these bottled up feelings and emotions to somebody expressing themselves. All right, so the Devil reversed, Seven of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles reversed. So there was deception. You feel like this person was deceptive. And it could be because you feel like they were keeping secrets. I do feel like there was a lot of conflict. There was a lot of deception. And I feel like you're just not willing to move back into that. It made you very sad, Leo, that this person would not be on the up and up with you. It made you really sad. And I do feel like you've been working a lot on yourself. And I feel like you've made a lot of changes here, but it's been done from a place of sadness. Even so, you're not willing to deal with deception. You're not willing to deal with somebody who is toxic. I feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself. So in their energy, I am seeing that, again, there's a lot that this person's not telling you. They may feel, they're coming out with Page energy, so I feel like this person is either younger or they could just be emotionally immature. But I do feel that they don't have much to offer you, and they may tell you that. I do feel like this person is relatively insecure, and they're coming from a very hurt place that they don't want you to know. So part of this deception may not even have to do with outside situations. It's hiding their internal feelings. It's hiding the fact that they got their heart broken. It's hiding the fact that they feel insecure, particularly with regard to money. They may feel that they don't have much to offer you, and they don't want to come to you and tell you all of this. It makes them feel diminished in some manner. So let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome between Leo and this person. Okay, that's good. So what's being released here is the sadness. There's a lot of sadness, and that's what's affecting the connection. That sadness is related to deception, toxicity, financial issues. So all of that is being released. That is wonderful. We have the Ace of Wands, and we do have the Four of Cups. So I do feel like by the end of the week that there's going to be a deep release. You're already coming out of that. You're already freeing yourself from a lot of this this anxiety, but this sadness, this wondering, the feelings of possible regret, all of that's being released here by the end of the week. You have the Ace of Wands. That could indicate that there is a brand new beginning here, because I do feel like you're very passionate towards this person. Just be very careful, because I do feel like if there is like a brand new beginning, like particularly a sexual new beginning, that this person could come, rush out just as quickly as they have rushed in. So be careful with that. Now if you're fine with just a sexual connection, then that's fine. I do see that happening though. But this person has a tendency to rush out just as quickly. And what the cards are showing me is that that's not what it is that you're looking for. You still have, emotional ties to this person. Now so be careful with that. I'm telling you now that this person is going to want to have a sexual connection, but they're going to move out just as quick as they moved in. Now in this person's energy, I do feel like there's a lot of stuck energy. They are slowly coming out of that. They're trying to figure all of that out. But I also feel like they're still very focused on the past. They're very focused on whoever this other person was. And I feel like this person, they're trying to release this, they're trying to get over this. And they are, but it's slow. So just remember that you're dealing with somebody here whose heart is a bit shut down because of the pain. They're not really ready to turn that page just yet. So they're not going to be able to value what you're bringing to the table just yet. It doesn't mean they won't ever, but I see them kind of riding in for the sexual gratification, but not for the emotional. It's like that part is eluding them simply because they're still healing from heartbreak. So just be aware of that. Look at those details. Be careful, okay? All right, bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups in the reverse. That's underlying energy. It does indicate that there is a unhappy situation that is coming to an end, primarily because you've been looking at all these details and you are putting an end to it. You're putting the work into ending this cycle of unhappiness. So, you know, I do see that there is still some unhappiness you're dealing with, but you're releasing it, you're letting it go, and that's positive. So let's look and see if there's any oracles for Leo. Oracles for Leo. There it is. All right, Leo, you have number 12. It's called Spirit of the Tree. If you're in need of a lesson, there is wisdom in the trees. It's talking about nature, priestess, inner peace. Let me read it for you. Give me just a second. All right, so your affirmation is, I am tuning into stillness, peace, and ancient wisdom. If you've pulled this card, you're being guided to deeply connect and vibrate with the energy of nature at this time. It is much to teach you, especially the spirit of the trees. If you can be still, present, and quiet and listen, only then will you understand all that it has to show you. An intelligence that has existed for millions of years, the power of deep breaths, ancient knowledge, and pure presence. The wisdom of the tree invites you to view abundance and existence in a whole new way, very different from the human way. It can teach you that you too can bear fruit and flowers gently and gracefully. You don't need to push or force things so hard. Our best work and flow come from a state of ease and contentment, not stress and hurry. This card can also be an omen that you're cultivating inner peace and wisdom. Your soul has been seeking deep rest and a break from society. Listen to that. It's okay to take a break from it all. A priestess of nature must have time in spiritual solitude to connect with the forces unseen. As a vessel of spirit, this is where she draws her power from. There's a clean and steady stream that flows right beside you. Will you take a drink from these life-giving waters? They hold ancient secrets and can purify you when you most need it, especially when your hands are dirty. Nature can help cleanse your soul after too much focus on city life or egoic desires. Trees have been here since the dawn of the earth, whereas humanity has only just arrived and seeks to conquer. We must remember our place alongside the trees. They are the wise and ancient ones. They are intelligent in ways that are far beyond us, different from us. They are vital in sustaining life. We could not go on without them, but life would surely go on without us. All right, so Leo, get yourself out into nature a little bit. All right, I think it's going to be healing for you. I hope that this has been helpful. If you have resonated with this reading, Leo, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Leo, know that you are loved, and namaste.